Hello, my name is Cindy Buck, and we've got some people gathered here in Carbondale, Colorado to have an international Zoom to teach people about the new Renu Advanced technology. And so we have the distinct pleasure of having Ann Billings on the line with us. Ann Billings is the Global Marketing Director for ASEA Cellular Health. I want to tell you a little bit about her before we get started. Ann is a skincare development expert and trained master esthetician who has spent nearly 2 decades creating and marketing successful products, including award-winning products that have sold millions and been featured in major magazines, including Self, Glamour, and Good Housekeeping. She's an active member of CEW, which stands for Cosmetics Executive Women, and the Direct Selling Association. We are lucky enough to have her as our new Director of Global Marketing. Please welcome Ann Billings. And I want to just give you a story inside the story, because I've gotten to know Ann just a tiny bit since she's begun her position. And what she shared with me is she grew up with her mom, who was an Avon lady. And so she started at a very young age learning about skin cells and skin products. And then she went on to work with another skin care network marketing company, both in the field and behind the scenes at corporate. So she has a ton of experience in this space. She knows skin. So we are absolutely thrilled to have her in our back pocket as we move forward with our new products. So Ann, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Any way that we can send the message, and I couldn't be happier to be at ASEA. Thanks again.
Absolutely. You know, I came from another network marketing company where we had 135 products, and I was so inundated with technologies. I mean, I'm a private ski instructor, and so if somebody said that they had this issue or that issue, I didn't know what the root cause of that issue was. And I was so delighted to learn about ASEA, because whether their cellular imbalance was caused from this or that, it didn't matter. Everything is cellular. So the body will figure out where the cellular imbalance happens, and the signaling molecules help the body figure that out. So it's been such a fundamental technology with just the drink and the Renu 28. We could get health from the inside out and the outside in, but now we can even amplify the results we're getting. And I'll tell you, I've only been using these new products for 4 days. My skin is so soft, and this pimple that I had developing on my chin was gone in like 3 days. Mind-blowing. And I'm watching this little brown spot up on my forehead, and I'm really watching the awnings over my eyes and the wrinkly part over my lips. So tell us about why you're so excited about the moisturizer that sets the platform for the redox to work from, and then the moisturizer to protect our skin as a barrier from environmental toxins and weather, sunshine, as we go out and present our largest organ to the world, not just a canvas, but our largest breathing organ to the world.
Well, thank you. I think it's really important to know what the core goal of Renu Advanced is, and that is that we want every woman and man to get their best skin back. We believe that healthy is beautiful. You know, I've worked for a lot of companies in my past and consulted as well, but this is truly the first company that has technology that addresses the core issue. You know, there's lots of people who take care of the outside, or, you know, they burn off the outer layer of the skin. They, you know, do things from the outside in. And what this does is work from the inside out. So it's very important to note there's 2 kinds of products that we have. We have our absolutely world exclusive redox signaling technology products, and we have products that support redox signaling technology. So when you're talking about the moisturizer is very specifically designed to work with redox and enhance redox and add to the benefits that we get from our core technology. So we have a 4-step system. And if you'd like me to, I could go through kind of the 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe share my screen. Okay. All right. It takes me a second to figure this out. I'm not like a complete Zoom queen, but I'm working on it. So.
Well, that's great. You know what you just touched on is that we were at a breakout session in Orlando. A number of us just returned from the international convention. And one of the things that was brought up was that the primary target of the skincare industry is now the male species, because the female species has been targeted for decades. And all of a sudden they realize that men truly want to take care of their skin too. And the motivation for the men wanting to take care of their skin is not just to get a hot date or stay hot for their wife, but actually to advance their corporate career, because the way we look often affects the way that we feel about ourselves. And the better we feel about ourselves, the more we can present ourselves with confidence, and the more people are attracted to us, because it's clear that we take good care of ourselves.
Yes. I'm trying to figure this piece out. What can you see when you look at my screen? Are you seeing me or?
No, you're sharing your screen. We don't see your whole screen. We see it's where it's
okay.
The fingerprint is the top of your screen. So you
okay.
might be able to enlarge it a little bit.
Okay, hang on here. I think I maybe brought the wrong thing up onto the screen.
I think I can fit it to the window. There, that might help.
Hang on here. So I've got to take a look and see what you can see. And let's see. I'm not quite sure how to get that back. But in the meantime, let's see what I've got here. No.
Well, in the meantime, I could.
Hang on one second. Let's see.
Well, you're getting organized.
I just appreciate everyone's patience. So let me see. Maybe I can do this.
While you're talking about that, Anne, I just wanted to show everybody the new packaging of the Renu 28. It's got a silver cap now instead of the blue cap, but it's the exact same formula with a special lining that protects the technology on the inside. This is the foaming cleanser. I'm just going to point to it. This is the foaming cleanser that you start with. This is the moisturizer, the tall one, the tall guy in the middle, and the little short and beautiful one, small things come, great things come in small packages, is the serum. So this is the 4-step process that you're talking about. You wash it, you redox it, you super redox it, and then you moisturize it. And that's after you drink it.
Okay, so can you see all 4 products on the screen now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the first is the General Refining Cleanser. And this sets everything up for a perfect environment for redox signaling technology. It removes any extra sebum, balances the skin, tones the skin, and prepares it for redox. Right now, we don't know what people are using before they use our products. And this is a great way to ensure that we get the right environment so the redox can be fully utilized when we use the products in step 2, which is repair. And I always recommend using the Revitalizing Redox Gel, Renu 28, and the Intensive Redox Serum as well. Both of those have the technology and can be fully utilized when you have the right environment.
Yeah, that's so great. I love what you say about that, because we know that disease thrives in an acidic, non-oxygenated environment, so that we know that if we can change that environment to a alkaline, oxygenated environment, we can improve cellular health. And I know that you taught us that these molecules in this new technology are actually oxygen attractors. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that particular ingredient is in the Ultra Replenishing Moisturizer. It's a big word, but it's perfluorodecalan. And what that allows you to do is it grabs oxygen from the environment for your skin. Now, everywhere in your body can respirate, can gather oxygen from blood except your skin. Your skin has to get it from the environment. So what this does is efficiently grab oxygen so that your skin can fully utilize redox technology, because every living cell has to breathe, and it pulls that into the skin. It is also used in very high-tech situations when liquid breathing is necessary. It's kind of a NASA level ingredient. We truly are a high-tech company, and this is one example of the kind of ingredients we use. Now, it's important to note that everything's been tested and purity checked and is very safe to use on skin, so we don't want anyone to be concerned. You know, the internet's full of rumors, but what we do know is the products we produce, the ingredients we use, are well tested and proven safe and very effective. So this is one of the things that makes the moisturizer totally unique. It's my favorite product, and in less than 8 weeks, it can increase moisture by 42%. In my industry, that's unheard of. Moisture is vital to the health of skin. It's vital to firmness, to supple, youthfulness, and this does a fabulous job of helping create that moisture environment for the skin.
Absolutely. You know, you told us that not only is the Renu 28 and the liquid supplement ASEA approved by a number of third-party organizations, but the Renu 28 has been approved for safety and quality from Dermatest, and we've been given its 5-star rating. And so, from what I understand, has the moisturizer, the serum, and the cleanser been given a 5-star rating from Dermatest. Is that right?
That's correct. It's very important to note that what we have is been tested by third parties. You know, there's a lot of companies that test their products in-house, and of course, you know, they can manipulate and get great results, but to be ethical and completely above board, we have independent third parties test them. That includes Dermatest, of course. That also includes Stevens and Associates, which is well respected in the skincare world in terms of testing for real benefits. So that's a very important part of this.
Absolutely. You know, the Redox drink is Redox certified by an outfit out of North Carolina called Bioagilytics. The Renu 28 is also Redox certified by Bioagilytics, and I believe the serum is as well. Those are the 3 Redox technologies. The other 2 are support technologies. And so we don't manufacture those 2 other products in our proprietary manufacturing facility. We have those outsourced to other manufacturers, from what I understand. But the proprietary nature of our Redox technology is protected because we produce those products in-house, right?
Yes, that's very important to note. We have some exclusive ingredients as well, and we can utilize those in a very unique way where others may not have that ability. Absolutely no one has redox signaling but us. And so, you know, I think I finally successfully shared my screen.
Yes.
Yay! So, this gives you that basic idea of how easy the regimen is, and can't reiterate enough how important that testing is to us to make sure that what we deliver is working and alive with that redox signaling technology.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I love about ASEA is it stays on course, and it's very, very strategic. I'm thinking of other companies that start out with one technology, and when that's not working out, they launch something else, some kind of weight loss or whatever. What ASEA does is it's been teaching us about the importance of taking care of ourselves at the cellular level from the inside out. But because we don't have a camera on the inside, sometimes it's hard to appreciate the miracles that are happening on the inside. The wonderful thing about our skin organ is that we can see those cells. And so as we start to see unhealthy cells being replaced with healthy cells, we begin to get an appreciation for how critical these molecules are to maintaining and improving our cellular health. So, and we're just continuing forward on that cellular health theme. ASEA is not becoming a skin care company. It's remaining a cellular health company with an emphasis on skin cell health, right?
That's absolutely the truth. We'll never be a Mary Kay, and we won't alter our course.
Oh, sorry, Anne. Wait a minute. Oops, hold on a second here. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy.
Let's see. Okay, is that better?
Sorry about that. I muted somebody that was making noise in the background and I muted you out. I so apologize.
No worries. What I was saying is that we will never be Mary Kay. We go where the technology takes us. And this was a very natural next step to really care for the health of the largest organ of your body, which is your skin. So it's not a beauty proposition. We believe that everyone has their own natural beauty, and we just want to accentuate that with really healthy skin.
Absolutely. You know, I just saw a Facebook post. It was about Avon, Estee Lauder, and Mary Kay, who have stopped, that have not been doing animal testing on animal testing for 20 years. However, they've begun to do their testing on animals with an intention of selling their products in China. So their number one principle is not about the health of the animals. It really boils down to money. So that, I'm an animal lover and I just hate hearing those kind of things. Are any of the ASEA technologies tested on animals?
No, absolutely not. None of the products nor the ingredients have been tested on animals. The only testing we do involves college students, which some might think are still animals, but the ingredients are also either mineral or vegetable sourced. There are no animal sourced ingredients here either. It's just not necessary in this day and age with the technology we have to test on animals. Now you can go online and you can Google almost any ingredient and find lots of very strange tests, but none of the ingredients or the partners that we use when we source those are testing on animals.
Yeah,
it's not necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary. And I don't know what the rules are if you're vegan, if you can use skincare products that have been tested on animals or not. But they probably prefer that they don't put animal products on their skin as well. You know, I use the technology all the way around my face, very, very close to my eyes. In fact, if I really be careful and make sure I don't get it in my eyeball, I really use the serum and the Renu 28 very close to my eyes. And I love that because that's oftentimes the place that I'm focusing on. I can't stand it when skincare companies say, avoid the eye area.
You know, there's always going to be someone that reacts to something, but we have tested these products very carefully, and Dermatest has confirmed that we have zero known reaction, and that includes in and around and above the eye area. With a product like the Redox Serum, I recommend going all the way around, because one of the issues that people have, men and women, is right above you get these little hoods over time, and it can impede your sight. But using the products, we know we can firm and smooth that area very efficiently. And you don't have to worry about watering eyes or having to be super careful around any one area. It's just not necessary.
Absolutely. You said something about lips yesterday that was fascinating. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. You know, not too many people know that lips are not skin. Lips are mucous membrane. They're an extension of the inside of your mouth. And so oftentimes people will, you know, smooth things right on the lips and wonder, you know, why isn't this working? But if you treat your lips like you would your mouth, you can have more supple and smooth lips. I recommend myself using the gel on the lip area because it absorbs very quickly. And mucous membrane, including the inside of your mouth, absorbs molecules quicker even than your skin. So I'm a big fan of using a SIA supplement. A swish, you know, give it a good 30-second to 1-minute swish before I swallow. I also use it as a spray and even as a refreshing eye drop. And you can do all of those same things with the gel. So I think the gel is a really great solution for the lips.
Absolutely. I know that people are spritzing the ASEA liquid and using the Renew 28 gel for a detoxing effects. And so if you, they're even using it on their body, their whole body, if they're using it under their armpits and behind their knees, on their reflexology points of their hands and their feet and their ears. People love really focusing with the gel on their carotid arteries and their brain stem. I think it's beautiful that we can improve the way we look by rubbing these molecules on our face and having that absorbed into the brain cells. I think there's tremendous benefit in that.
You know, and one thing I do want to point out is that you would treat the skin on your face differently than you do the skin on your body. So when I got a look at the research results on cellulite, you know, I almost jumped out of my skin because the reduction in cellulite using the gel and even the before and after pictures are phenomenal. So in that kind of a case, you want to do a pretty healthy massage on the body. If you're going to treat areas of the body, arms are another classic area. Legs are a classic area for women, sometimes their tummy. But when you massage, always massage toward the core of your body. So if, for instance, if it is your legs, go from the knee up. This way you're driving the molecules in, but you're also helping to detox by pushing it to the areas that it can most efficiently basically push that out of your system.
Yes.
You know, in a detox way.
Yeah, so you're basically giving yourself a lymphatic massage.
Yeah, no, that was a really long explanation for what you just said.
Fantastic. Well, Ann, listen, we could go on all day. We look forward to having you again tonight at 7:30 Mountain Time, following the webinar that Alan Noble will be doing at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So is there anything else that you want to say before we bring DrDennis and Julie Downey on?
You know, the one thing I'd like to say in close is that your skin and your face and your countenance are the first thing that people notice about you. And the look of your skin and the health of your skin will be noticed. And in your business, it's important to put that best face forward. They look to you for guidance. They look to you for information and help. And I just highly recommend be a product of the product. And we're going to start a promotion on June 1st that I'll give you some more information on, but just watch for that on our Facebook that will encourage you to share your story, which is our business anyway. Anyway, I really appreciate your time, and I'll just mute myself and stay on the line if anything else happens to pop up that I can help with.
Fantastic. Yeah, Tyler Norton told an amazing story about his son who's going through those teenage years. I think he was getting ready for his prom, and he had a minor breakout just by his hairline, but it just didn't make him feel very good about himself. And so he started wearing bangs and putting a baseball cap over that hairline. And he started using the skincare line, and his body started addressing that cellular imbalance. And he actually got a haircut, brushed his hair off to the side, was able to stand a little taller, and took off the darn hat. So it's wonderful when we can return self-esteem to people.
It is, you know, just a side note, the hat was probably part of the source of the problem. It's a famous place for bacteria to harbor. Nobody washes their baseball caps. So just a little side note, and I'm glad it was able to clear up when I saw him at the event. He looked as if nothing had ever happened to his skin. It looked great. So.
Yeah, fantastic. It's hard enough to be a teenager, let alone a teenager with pimples, right?
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Anne. At this point, I want to bring on DrDennis and Julie Downey. Dr. Downey is a retired oral surgeon from Santa Fe, New Mexico. He went to the University of Missouri in 1966. He served as a flight surgeon with the United States Air Force in the Vietnam War from 1966 to 1969. So thank you for your service, Dr. Downey. He practiced reconstructive and general dentistry in Santa Fe, New Mexico, 1970 to the year 2000. He's a professional artist and currently practices. He began painting in 1976. He and his wife, Julie, have built a diamond ASEA business and became diamond in the year 2012. And they're continuing to build their organization and spread the important word of this humanitarian project to the globe. So Dennis, are you there?
Yeah, I am right here.
Fantastic. So how do you feel about this oxygen attracting technology and amplifying the results that we're getting with regular redox?
Well, I realized this morning that it's my 50th anniversary from graduating from dental school. And I bet you most of the people on this call are not even 50. So, I mean, look at me. I'm in a billboard, man. I'm 75 years old. I feel like I'm 40. So I'm really looking forward to the skincare. The Renew 28's been remarkable, but to have the cleanser and the moisturizer tuned to accept the redox signaling molecules, which a lot of people don't understand, they're extremely unstable. And anything we put in our mouths before and too soon after that affects that, they just are gone. And like, for instance, if you brush your teeth with a good toothpaste and then you drink your ASEA, forget it. It's not going to work because the chemicals in the toothpaste make the redox signaling molecules react. So we have to be careful how we dose the product or use the product. The fact that the cleanser and the moisturizer take that into account is absolutely miraculous. And, when I first saw it, I thought, gosh, it's just another product, but the things that I worried about, are we addressing the sensitivity of the technology? And they did. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. They did it. And we're the only company in the world that has this 1, 2, 3 punch. It's actually, it's huge. And skincare is much more important than wellness to people. We know that. People much rather look good than feel good. So what an opportunity. It's outrageous.
Yeah, Dennis, you and I are health oriented, and so we went right for the redox. The last thing we want to have happen in our body is a cellular breakdown. So the redox technology made perfect sense to us. But you know what? Not everybody is like us. And a lot of people just know they're going to have to wash their face anyway, and they're going to have to moisturize their face anyway. So it just might make sense, especially if they like those products, to wash their face with our cleanser and moisturize their face with our moisturizer, because it's the experience of those products that is just delightful. I mean, they're so light and so clean and so affordable that maybe we can help people tiptoe into the redox instead of trying to teach them about redox signaling molecules right in the beginning.
Well, I'm just going to say in closing that, I took before pictures. And I know Sandy's going to have a nice program for us where we go to the Bahamas or something if we win. And I'm teasing. Sandy, Ann, don't go crazy on. I'm teasing. But I know Ann said we're going to announce a program in June. I'm getting ready for it because I'm going to win it.
There you go. Well, I know that we can film a short video and post it on hashtag Renu Advanced, and to enter a contest. And we're going to actually do a face washing movie of ourselves to teach the world about our 4-step regime. And the little movie that gets liked the most and shared the most is going to be a winner of that program. So make sure that you film yourself and teach the world through leveraging technology about your morning regime. So thanks for that, Dennis. We're going to move on to your wife, Julie, I want to tell you a little bit about Julie. Julie's an amazing businesswoman. She ran the most successful gallery in Santa Fe for 8 years running. They've since closed that gallery, and they're now building an ASEA business full time. But Julie owned and operated that fine art gallery for 25 years. The Downey Gallery was selected Santa Fe's top gallery for the last 8 years. Julie has asked to serve on the advisory board for the Santa Fe Community Gallery for 4 years. So obviously she's got a ton of influence in the art world. And she probably is pretty good at promoting her husband's art too, right, Dennis?
Right.
She has been instrumental in developing serious art careers for emerging artists by creating museum recognition and museum shows. She has developed a clientele that reaches all over the world. She now has chosen network marketing with ASEA as her next endeavor, her life's work. She's also a mother of 8 children, 7 of which are adopted, and 8 grandchildren. She's an advocate for abused and unwanted children. She enjoys designing jewelry and clothing. She has an amazing sense of taste, and she is a really, really amazing heart. Julie, are you there?
I'm here, Cindy.
Well, I know you've had some very powerful experience happen personally to you with the ASEA Redox supplement. What do you think about this brand new skincare line?
I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited that my cousin dropped by yesterday to say hello for 5 minutes. I had her in the bathroom washing her face with the system, and it was kind of funny because I wanted to see her reaction. The first thing out of her mouth was, "I love the smell." Mm-hmm. So, and you're correct in telling us about the first thing they noticed is the smell. She loved that. She loved the way her face felt. She was very excited about it, and I really didn't expect that. So I guess anyone that walks in is going to get a face washing here at the Downey household. So I'm very excited about it. I love to do parties. I've done a lot of parties with the Renew 28. I keep a little photo album book. I keep it in my purse. It's about this size. And I keep pictures, before and after pictures, which are really significant. People like to see before and after pictures, which are really neat. When I do the parties, I usually have the person that's hosting the party blow up a picture, a poster-sized picture of before and after. And I think that's really significant because they know that person and they relate to that person. They can see the differences with the before and after. So I'm really excited to get started with the new products. I'm over the moon with them, and I have sensitive skin, so this is really exciting for me.
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting that a lot of times people don't consider the skin their organ, and they don't realize that oftentimes people are putting detrimental chemicals onto their largest organ, which is being absorbed into the bloodstream, and over time can have really terrible effects. So the fact that we are proven safe and effective and affordable is a home run. So we're a little bit over the top of the hour, but I just wanted to open it up for one more minute if you or Dennis or Ann had anything else to say before we wrap it up for the day.
I'm just saying, get with it. Get with your people. Have them experience these products. They are mind-blowing. They are absolutely, people that know skincare, they put it on, they know they have something special. It's about the experience.
Yeah, it's about the results. I bet people are going to be coming up to each and every one of us going, "What the hell are you doing? You look so great." Dennis, do you have any final comments?
Well, I just want to tell everybody that the men are the target. The women already have great skin. We're going to make it greater. But as a man, you know, the first time I ever did the skin regimen was 2 days ago. So, you know, come on, ladies, let's smile at those guys and get the stuff on them. They'll be much, I mean, look at that. Look at that.
You're
unbelievable.
You must be having that cellular respiration that Dr. Ward talks about. It was the first time I'd ever heard about our cells actually breathing in the good nutrients and getting rid of the toxic waste that's in some of the cells. So when we improve our cellular function by adding these redox signaling molecules to our body, it's amazing how we look. So you do look good, Dennis.
We're attracting oxygen.
That's right.
That's better than money.
That's right. Anne, do you have any final comments?
Well, I'd like to thank Dr. Downey for the compliments. I myself am in my 50s, and you start to notice the changes, 40, 50, 60, and it really can take 5 to 10 years off your skin. And one note about the fragrance. That's the number one reason that people stop using a product is they don't like how it smells. So we know they're going to love the scent of these, and we've carefully created fragrances that are free of any allergens. So you don't have to worry about, any kind of a reaction, but you can have a really pleasant experience. Anyway, thank you so much.
Absolutely. When I washed my face this morning, what I felt like I smelled was a light citrus smell when I was washing my face. There really is no smell to the Redox, but when I put the moisturizer on, it smelled so fresh and clean, like a fresh spring day. So yeah, it's a fabulous, fabulous experience. I love washing my face. Maybe I'll wash it more often. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Want to thank Ann Billings, want to thank Dr. Dennis and Julie Downey. We'll be doing a Zoom tonight following Alan Noble's webinar. Have a fantastic afternoon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.